course you would play that.
Of course I would play that. Do you really think you're on hold right now?
I was waiting for the chorus to get there.
Do you really think you're on hold right now, my friend?
Oh, like my name's American Bell, you jerk. How are you?
What's going on, CT? How are you?
You know, I'm shirtless, caffeinated.
Too much information. I like it.
Little musky. You know?
All right, well, you've been indoors. I'm not surprised. That's what happens when you spend an entire day doing ISD interviews. It gets stuffy in there. Shirt comes off. You get bored, drink the coffee, and no one offers you deodorants. You get a little musky.
Well, I'm about to start pelvic thrusting. It's hard.
That's just your own private business, right
there.
Rectified usury.
Well, nothing changed. The first time I saw you guys, you came off with dick threads. Now you're twerking. What's the story? What's going on? Hey, Prepare for Hell tour. Hey, I always think, like, when you guys have got a tour lined up, and then the conversation comes around to the band, and someone who works with you goes, guys, we need a name for the tour. Is that fun or is that a drag?
This one actually was pretty quick because there's a track on the album called Be Prepared for Hell.
Yeah.
So this was a nice way of kind of, you know, almost subliminal advertising. But like, prepare for hell. Oh, by the way,
the album's out now.
Album's out now.
Hey, get it now.
There you go.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a happy new year for all Slipknot fans. Obviously, Friday the 16th of January is where it kicks off in Sheffield and doesn't end for about 11 days time, and then you'll be playing in Birmingham. And back out here in the UK. I mean, are you preparing already? I know you've got Knockfest, but those are huge shows. Arenas, you know, are a more considered, kind of more intimate affair. You approach them differently. Are you thinking about production and how you're going to do that?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, we've already started kind of building madness, really. We went to an undisclosed location in Las Vegas and watched all this stuff working, and I was like, really? We're putting people on that? Yeah, fair enough.
Well, I wonder where it stops, you know, because you guys have obviously raised the bar so much when it comes to big stage shows. You have the music to back it up, but you're not afraid to do things which are just, you know, they're bombastic and at times just seem absolutely ridiculous. Like, how can a human being do that on a stage in a festival environment? You know, do you ever consider the danger involved?
No, I mean, we listen to motivational tapes. We do a lot of deep knee bends, some lunges. My quads, dude, are steely. I can kegel 50 pounds. Is that a lot? Is that a lot? It feels like it's a lot.
2 or 3 dudes.
I can kegel 2 or 3 dudes.
Is that a lot? It's all right. You're doing it on the down. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot in America, maybe. Well, out in the UK, you ain't kegling-ish. The Devil and I by Slipknot. Corey Taylor's on the phone right now. It's a Monday night feature interview to celebrate the return of this band with their brand new album, which is called 5, The Grey Chapter, which is due out here in the UK on October 20th, with tour dates just been announced. So, you know, you were talking openly about the mood within the band when you started making the music. At what point do you start to listen to riffs, to ideas? Do the band get together and kind of put arrangements together before you work vocally? Are you in the room while they're doing that? How does it work as a vocalist for you?
You know, I mean, it's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of the other as well. I mean, there's no real set way where we, you know, kind of start getting the ball rolling. In this case, I mean, it was Jim and Clown. Really started kind of putting stuff together. I mean, it was pretty fantastic, you know. Before we knew it, you know, we had, I want to say, 10 or 11 songs, like demoed songs that, you know, no lyrics or anything, but I'm listening to it going, wow, this is really, really good.
And the images just rushing at you at that point, emotions, feelings, things. Do you live in the moment when you hear that music for the first time? Are you like, I'm going to write that lightning right there, or do you have to marinate it?
No, absolutely, no. I mean, I'll do a certain amount of arrangement. Like, if I'm feeling something, like this should be the chorus, you know, I'll kind of chop it up, and then I'll hit the guys up, and then they'll kind of make it that way, you know, and we'll go back and forth on stuff to make sure that it feels right. But for the most part, when it comes to lyrics, I take my cues from the music as far as like what the lyrics should do, what the melody should be, and just how deep and far we're going to go.
Do you ever take your cues from band members? I know that it seems like a strange question, but lyrics are a very personal thing, and you're charged with that responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's going to be tough for you to turn around to them and say that solo's weak. Are you able to sort of sit there and have people turn around and say to you, I think lyrically